On a chilly afternoon at Kaunda grounds in Gulu City, members of the Acholi traditional dance troops staged an electrifying performance. This was during the week-long Gulu City Oktoberfest. The moments were accompanied by the sights and display of wild animal skins, such as those of the leopard and colobus monkey, animal horns and ostrich feathers. The regalia are not available in open markets. Most of the present ones were sourced many years ago from community conservation areas. Every regalia has a specific message. For instance, the shield and spear depict security and war. The black and white ostrich feathers depict mourning and merrymaking, while some portray beauty.
Most of the cultural institutions actually have the skins and hides that have been passed on from generation to generation. Then there are certain pests that are outside the park. For instance, the skin of monkeys, the skin of certain species of animals that are within the villages, within the community forests and whatever. Those ones are also there, and they're outside the authority of National Wildlife Authority. So those are there. But you need to do in conjunction with Uganda Wildlife Authority.
This is the typical beauty and taste of the Acholi traditional dances, like Vola and Otole, among the dozens which depict war, victory, celebrations, and sorrows, among others. However, there are shortages of these materials. The challenge is compounded by the restrictions imposed by the Uganda Wildlife Authority, which criminalizes the possession of such products.
We are missing the ostrich feathers. We are missing the leopard skins. We are missing the doro. I could say mostly the attractive characteristic that beautify the traditional dance in our culture. We are missing.
They are not enough if you look carefully, like the Vola dancers. Most of them are now using what? Skins of monkeys. Originally, in the ancient days, they used to use leopard skin. But those are no longer there. Those ones you can no longer get.
But amidst these challenges, innovations are emerging. Some teams are now using materials like weaves and fabrics that resemble animal skin and some feathers. We are now using armlets made from weaves. It is no longer feathers. So we are now coping up so that we have something that looks like what our forefathers used to do.
The local community could not access, even if you have the love for the dance. That's why we end up using this kigoyo, because it's a bit cheaper for our people. That's why you see most of the groups, they are always liking this kigoyo.
When you look at some teams, they are now buying fabric, they are now buying clothes which resemble those eyes and skin. So people are very innovative, so going away from wildlife skins and whatever into textile that may resemble those skins of the past.
Owing to this, Acholi Cultural Institution says it has entered a partnership with OWA to preserve wildlife.
I'm happy that the leadership of Uganda Wildlife Authority came recently and met with Kekwaro Acholi. We have established cordial working relationship. We're looking forward to signing an MOU with them for continuity of collaboration of wildlife preservation.
The Uganda Wildlife Authority, under the Uganda Wildlife Act of 2019, strictly prohibits the utilization, including possession, sale, purchase, transfer, import, or export of any wildlife or wildlife products without a specific wildlife use right license or permit granted by the authority. Violating the Wildlife Act is a serious offense, subject to significant fines, long prison terms, up to life imprisonment in some cases for serious crimes, or both. Items and profits from illegal trade are subject to forfeiture. In essence, any use of wildlife products in Uganda is strictly controlled and requires official authorization to ensure sustainable utilization and prevent illegal trafficking. However, Hanji Bashir, the spokesperson for OA, was adamant to comment on whether these initiatives have seen an increase in the number of wildlife. Amy Daniel Ojara, NTV, in Gulu City.